comic gone.
How we doing, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your guy Gonzo. So this is going to be like a hybrid video. Kind of missed the whole haul video and all that, but don't need to get into all that. So I am going to do the haul video and blend in my top 5 for that haul video. So in a weird way, it's almost like a top 10 because I have around 10 comics that I had from last week's haul, but I'll be just actually calling out those top 5, but how I have it ordered is, as I kind of said, it's kind of like a top 10. But sorry for blabbing. Want to give a shout out to this new stand that I have here in this emblem. They actually call it the WhamStand in a Whamblem. So it's this guy right here. So it has my logo, Comic Gons, good quality. I am going to be dropping a separate unboxing video of just this, but I did want to mention what I have my comic standing on rather than the superior stand, but do have it in the background still. Awesome stuff. So yeah, this company is called the WhamStand. So if you guys wanted to give them a look-see, they have all kinds of stuff. They have comic stands, they have comic racks, they have these little cool emblems here. You can have them with either your logo on it. If you wanted to showcase your comics like this as well, you can do things like say I had a Spider-Gwen Whamblem and I wanted to showcase that because I'm talking about that particular comic. I could do that. I can have them make me one and I can slap it on. They are magnetic. Very cool. And as always, I'd like to give my LCS a shout out as well. Cape Comics, Mr. Rob, you guys know what to do. Let them know Gonzo sent you. Take great care of you. So let's get right into it. So we, in no really particular order until I get to my 5, we have Galactus Transformed Spider-Gwen. It is their What If series. It is their number 1, as we call it, a one-shot. So this is cover A. This is going to be by Kalinda Vasquez and art by Daniel Picchio. If I'm murdering that, I'm sorry. Whoops. Yeah, so this whole series has been interesting. I pretty much just get it because I got the first initial ones and I was like, hey, in for a penny, in for a pound, just grab it. They were definitely fun. Rather enjoyed them. This was probably, out of all of them, this, like, I didn't expect it, but this was probably one of my favorite ones out of all of them. And that actually kind of shocked me. But just like all the other ones, Galactus is going around trying to find his herald, happens to land on Gwen, and she does his bidding and all that, and things happen. Not going to spoil things, but pretty cool artwork. Great premise, but yeah, it's one of those you could do without unless you really like any of these characters. For me, it was probably Gambit, Moon Knight, and probably this. I could have did away with Hulk and Rogue. Didn't really get into those too much, but that's within reason. Anywho, so there you go. What If Galactus Transforms Spider-Gwen? And then we got also a number 1 one-shot. It's from the Voices series, so if any of you are familiar with Voices, it pretty much happens around this time or throughout the year where a collective of multitude of writers get on a book like this and they kind of give their own spin and kind of like they give you their version of the character in their words, things like that. Great artwork, all that. So definitely give this a look-see if you do happen to like Storm. Even if you don't, even if you just like X-Men and you just want to read a cool story. Is this called Storm Life Dream #1? This is by Angelique Roche and art by Aletha Martinez. Again, there's a bunch of other writers on this. To name a few others, we got Brittany Morris, Curtis Baxter, John Jennings, just to name a few. So very, very cool. Yeah, so if you guys like Storm like I do, please go and check this out. If you don't do this one, please do her standalone run. Absolutely fantastic. There you go. Storm Life Dream #1. Next up, we have West Coast Avengers #3. This is an alternative cover. And this one is fun. So if you like Iron Man, War Machine, if you happen to like Ultron, and you want a kind of a different take on the whole Avengers line, pick this up. So yes, this is 3 issues in. The first 2 were pretty good, but again, when you see Ultron in a book like this, you're like, what is happening? So if that piques your interest, grab it. You will probably like it. You're welcome. So this guy is written and created by Jerry Dugan and art by Danny Kim. So again, you will love this artwork. The story will grow on you. Again, seeing Ultron is very, very strange. But I won't get too much into that. I don't want to spoil things for you, but that is West Coast Avengers #3. So next up, we have Knights vs. Samurai. This is one of my personal favorites, almost like a sleeper pick. Not everybody's cup of tea, so if you happen to like Knights, happen to like Samurai, happen to like that time period, feudal Japan, things like that, you will absolutely love this series. You will not regret it. Again, you're welcome. This one will definitely have to be a series that you kind of like that era. If you do, you will fall in love with it. This is written by David Desmalchian and written by Federico Mele. These tend to always have guest artists for their variant covers. One of my favorite ones, actually 2 technically, and both of them happen to be done by Raymond Gay. And the other one that I have in mind, I have it in one of my comic capsules. I can always cover that at a later episode. It is also done by Todd McFarlane. So great artwork, interesting story. It will have to grow on you, but if you love that time period, love that era, you absolutely love this comic. You will not regret it. So there we are, Knights vs. Samurai #5. And last up, before we get into our top 5, this is another, I won't say sleeper pick, but more of an unknown. This is called Rome Eternal. It is by Magma Studios. This is their #2. They come out with this every, I want to say around a few months, give or take. So this is another kind of like time period piece. So if you like this era, like this time, as it's in the title, Rome. So if you like the Rome time period and all that, even if you like things like mythology and fantasy and stuff like that, and even like brief history pieces, you will like this. It is a different take and retelling of the falling of Rome. So again, if you like that, you will love this series. It is written by Homero Rios, and then we got art done by Diego Yapor. So again, might not be for everybody, but absolutely loving this so far. Rome Eternal #2. So getting into our top 5, my friends. So we have Kill Train #1. This is an indie. So this is by Mad Cave Studios. This is a #1. And then So if you like horror, thriller, stuff like that, you will like this comic. I pretty much picked this up because I like all the above, and I figured, hey, don't really have a lot of horror comic titles, so let's get into it. And kind of glad I did. Artwork is great. Um, Story flows pretty well. It is a bit on the slow side, but my guess is issues 2 and 3 are gonna ramp up even more. So looking forward to that. So we have the writing was done by Olivia Cortago Briggs and art by Martina Niossi. So again, if you happen to like horror and thriller and things like that, you absolutely love this. So I hope you enjoy Kill Train #1. Alrighty. So my number 4 is Psylocke #3. So this one hasn't been coming out as consistent as I expected. There's been some delays with the creative team and all that, because we should be getting #4 also sometime in February. I think the 12th. So next week. So we'll be getting a #4 next week. So this is Psylocke #3. This has been pretty fun. So if you like X-Men in general, or if you happen to like Psylocke and you're like, hey, I wonder if she has a standalone comic. Yes, she does. It is very good. Again, bit of a slow burn at some points. So if you enjoy a slow building story, or if you just happen to really like Psylocke, you will enjoy this. This is cover A. This is created by Noah Sharma. And then we have the writing done by Alyssa Wong and art by Vincenzo Caratu. So, again, if you like Psylocke, this is Psylocke #3, and #4 should be coming out next week at some point. Next up, we have Hell Hunters #2. So as you can see here, has all your guys, has Wolverine, has Ghost Rider. Up there, you got good old Bucky. So with this guy, this is, I won't really say a retelling of Ghost Rider, but it is in, I think, the 1940s, Germany. And without really getting too much into it, you see Wolvie and Bucky kind of helping out Ghost Rider. So the first issue kind of set all of this up, and Wolverine kind of like helps him and kind of just leaves, sort of. So I don't really want to spoil this stuff for you guys, but the artwork is great. The writing is phenomenal. It will draw you in. If you like any of these multitude of characters, you will enjoy this book. It's just getting into it, depending on what you like. You may get hooked. So you're welcome. So this is from the writing of Philip Kennedy Johnson and art by Adam Gorham. So again, it will draw you in. So you'll have a lot of a lot of action. The beginning, there was a lot of. I'm surprised it's not a red band, but you will enjoy this. Hell Hunters #2, and then we got, for my #2 pick, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue #6. This has been one of my favorites for the past, what's it now been, 5 or 6 months, give or take. Like constant, absolute constant. If you're not reading this, please do. The first 4 issues was the individual stories of each turtle, and then issue 5 was Casey Jones, and now we got this where all the boys are back together. It's awesome. It really is awesome. Can't wait till 7 and on. Like, it is going to be an insane ride. So if you haven't already picked these guys up, they are only 6 issues in. Feel free to grab them. You will not regret it. Written by our guy Jason Aaron. Like, oh my god, like, can't say enough about this whole storyline in general. If you've read the previous run, what did it end at? Like 150, like 150 or 151, something like that. If you've read that, you will love this. So it kind of tapers off from that, and it goes into this. So you will enjoy it. So yes, written by Jason Aaron, art by Juan Ferreira. Getting into this won't be bad. So if you didn't read the initial 150 issue run, it's okay. You can literally jump into this. Hell, you can jump into like this issue and be fine, because like I said, the first 5 were individual issues. So the first 4 was the Turtles. Number 5 was pretty much Casey Jones, and this guy is the whole band is back together. So really, you can jump into this, not be lost, enjoy it. Great artwork, incredible writing. Jason Aaron is also doing Absolute Superman, so if you haven't checked that out, please check that out. And upcoming, I believe it's this month, he has another one called Bug Wars. Also going to be great. Grab that number 1 if you can. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 6. Let's do a close up on that artwork. Pretty cool stuff. They're like, look at that, Mikey over there jumping into the ooze. All right. So for my number 1 pick of last week's comic haul for January 29th, we have Green Lantern number 19. So this, my friends, whether you're a Green Lantern fan, a Justice League fan, just a comic fan, if you ask me and say, hey Gonzo, when can I jump into Green Lantern? Rejoice. It is this one. The best jumping on point right now. You don't have to get the other 18. If you're a madman, go ahead and do it. But trust me, you won't be lost. So you don't have to go to the comic shop and grab the individuals. If you want to grab the trade paperbacks, by all means, that's probably your best bet. Download DCinfinite.com and just grab that. Outside of that, great artwork and all that. So that is by our guy Jeremy Adams, and art by Eau Claire Albert. And so that is it, and we are good to go. I will catch you on the next one. Sorry about the dog barking. Do all the goodies, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and feel free to go check out the WhamStand, and while you're at it, check out the Superior Stand as well. And I will catch you on the next one, guys. Enjoy your comics. Bye.